Talk the things me come fi talk the things, you hear? Talk the things me come fi talk the things, you hear me? Talk the things me come fi talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them screw face. Whoa! Talk the things me come fi talk the things, you hear me? Talk the things me come fi talk the things. Whoa! Talk the things me come fi talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them no worried me. Talk the things me come fi talk the things, you hear? Talk the things me come fi talk the things. Whoa! Talk the things me come fi talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them screw face. Whoa! Talk the things me come fi talk the things. You hear? Talk the things me come fi talk the things. Whoa! Talk the things me come fi talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them not like me. Talk the things me come fi talk the thing. You hear? Talk the things me come fi talk the thing. Whoa! Talk the things me come fi talk the things. You no business, me no care if them screw face. Wow! Talk the things me come fi talk the thing. You hear? Talk the things me come fi talk the things. Whoa! Talk the things me come fi talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them no worried. They hear me fun too much, too much. Whoa! Them not like me not like them. Them not rate me. Me and them no friend. Me don't see you care the whole of them are even. Talk the things me come fi talk the thing. You hear? Talk the things me come fi talk the thing. Whoa! Talk the things me come fi talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them screw face. Whoa! Talk the things me come fi talk.
And you get everything, right? You know, I miss nothing. Everything is right there up front. It's a guy in this thing. Remember again, GT Youths Indoors, this one. So let's go check it out. Yeah, man, from my device to the face knows I GT Youths. I don't want to tell you about a thing called Target Things TV. For the latest in entertainment, news, gossip, and mix-up. Target Things TV have it all. Right? Just remember, go subscribe to the channel and you get everything. Right? You know, I miss nothing. Everything is right there up front. It's a guy in this thing. Remember again, GT Youths Indoors, this one. So let's go check it out. Target Things. I'm out.
Thinking of buying or selling a home or renting an apartment? Then look no further than Citadel Circle Realty. Located at 1111 Utica Avenue in Brooklyn, New York, we cover Brooklyn, Queens, Long Island, the Bronx, Staten Island, and Manhattan. Let one of our knowledgeable and professional agents assist you with your real estate goals today. Buying or selling today? No problem. Need to rent an apartment? We got you covered. Call us today at 718-717-8251. That's 718-717-8251.
Your words are powerful, but even the best need a little polish. Whether it's a business report, presentation, blog post, or academic paper, we've got you covered. At Smarty Pants Consulting, our expert editors and proofreaders ensure your writing is flawless, clear, concise, and compelling. Don't let typos or grammar slip-ups hold you back. Let Smarty Pants Consulting elevate your work to the next level. Fast, reliable, and professional every time. Call or text Smarty Pants Consulting at 212-658-8700 and get started today. Your words perfected. Call or text Smarty Pants Consulting at 212-658-8700. That's Smarty Pants Consulting at 212-658-8700.
Planning to take a trip to Guyana? Planning to do a tour in Guyana? Well, this is the ideal company for you to call. And we're talking about Matthew's 24-hour bus service, city and nature tours. Airport trip, church trip, family outing, local tour, river tour, Kaitro Fall tour, Entori, Amarinian Village, Suriname, and Brazil tour. Matthew's 24-hour bus service, city and nature tour. You guys could contact them on 592-639-2663, 592-673-2348. Let me give you back that number 592-639-2663 or 592-673-2348. You guys could also follow him on Facebook at Matthews 24 Hour Bus Service City and Nature Tour. Yes guys, or you could contact Matthew direct with this number here, 639-2663. That's 639-2663. Matthews 24 Hour Bus Service City and Nature Tour. Planning a tour? Well, definitely you guys need to check this out. Matthews 24 Hour Bus Service and Nature Tour. Get there. Do not wait for next year. Yo, Brooklyn, I hope you prepare for this one. It's a year-to-year event. Are we talking about Alliance Family and One Link Family Product presents to you the year-to-year ladies event called Pretty Like a Rose.
Pretty like a rose, yeah.
All white edition. It all goes on the 28th of June. Yes, Saturday the 28th of June. Our road leads to 276 Belmont Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. People, Oli Baba DJs on the card. I'm not going to tell no lie. We kick off from 10 p.m. until. Remember, for more information, you guys could contact 917-862-1442. That's 917-862-1442 or 929-234-0114. That's 929-234-0114. Saturday the 28th of June. It's all about Pretty Like a Rose, the all white edition. Yo, Alliance Family, your One Link. The party then an normal.
Too pretty for your link with the yes man. Send your location. Players give it up where
Your words are powerful, but even the best need a little polish. Whether it's a business report, presentation, blog post, or academic paper, we've got you covered. At Smarty Pants Consulting, our expert editors and proofreaders ensure your writing is flawless, clear, concise, and compelling. Don't let typos or grammar slip-ups hold you back. Let Smarty Pants Consulting elevate your work to the next level. Fast, reliable, and professional every time. Call or text Smarty Pants Consulting at 212-658-8700 and get started today. Your words perfected. Call or text Smarty Pants Consulting at 212-658-8700. That's Smarty Pants Consulting at 212-658-8700.
In the building, in the building, in the building. Pleasant good night, each and everybody in the building. Hope you guys having a fantastic Thursday evening. We back in the house. Definitely, we got some. You understand? We got some stuff to run through, definitely. You know the vibe is already, so we got to say good night to each and everybody in the building. We got like 200 persons on change. Can you guys like up the live? Like up the live for me. Like up the live for me. Boo, boo. Yeah, man, Purple Heart. You understand? Purple Heart, Purple Heart. Yeah, big up to everybody that checking in for the ones and threes, man. Really appreciate you guys. You guys know the code over here, so already. It's right, man. Tonight, hot. Is it? Tonight, it hot, 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 hot. Really, really hot. It's hot. It's so hot. But nevertheless, man, big up to everybody that definitely checking in on the ones and threes, guys. You guys know what's going on. Tonight we got some stuff to run through quick and fast. I'm not going to be here too long because, you know, I got a movements to make in the morning. You don't know things go already. You understand? So big up everybody that definitely checking in on the ones and threes. Hope you guys having a fantastic evening. You know what I mean? Definitely be in the building and definitely be rocking with you for an hour and a half or two. You know what I mean? So shout out to everybody in the building. I know to start early, but so much thing preparing to travel, preparing to make a step in the morning by the grace of God, you know what I mean? So you don't know what's up. But nevertheless, like I said, I'd rather be late than never. So you don't know your boy Firefield is in the building. Tonight, definitely, we got some stuff to run through. Tonight, definitely, we're going to be definitely touching down. Now, they have a next devastating situation whereby a 12-year-old girl took her life because she felt that she didn't do well in her exam that she did. So that lead to her taking her life. Now we got to talk about that. What do we call that? You know what I mean? You know? Is that something to do with mental health? What is it? Is lack of parenthood with her and these things because the parent told her, yo, don't bother with that. She was sad. Parents said, man, that's not the end of life, you know what I mean? We got to talk about that. Also tonight, definitely Dr. Gary Collins breaks silence about Adrianna. I got the wrong thing. All right. Just now. All right, good. Yeah, man, about Adrianna. So that's the two topic that we're going to get out of the way quick and fast as you guys see what's up, you understand? So I want everybody to like up the live. You know they got the signs go, Moto, love of me life, the love of me life, the love of me life. We're remixing it. Like up the life, just like up the life. Remix. Yo, the song wicked though. Y'all know the chutney? That song wicked. No tell no lie, that song sick. Yeah, man. See, we're going on. The first thing we're going to get through, the first topic of the night we're going to deal with is the 12-year-old on a life in herself because she did not pass her exam. Now, we got to talk about this, but before we go into anything, like I said, guys, if you are interested in donating to the channel, you guys could donate to the channel by purchasing a super chat or a super sticker, or you guys could definitely donate to the channel by dropping anything in the Zelle or the Cash App that is provided at the bottom of the screen right there, guys. Yes, or even donate to the channel by being a member of the channel for those $2 a month. And definitely I'm going to paste the membership link, as I said, tonight, because I told somebody I was to do it, but eventually I didn't get a chance to do it, you know what I mean? But nevertheless, man, we're going to definitely paste the link for the membership in the member. We're going. You want to sleep and you don't know where you want. Yeah, like I said, you don't understand. So I'm going to definitely post the membership. Hold on there. Just a minute. Yeah, guys, like up the live by the time, you know. Like up the live at the moment. Let me get this link. Boom. Copy. Be careful. All right. So I just lose the link in the chat. The membership link is pasted in the chat, guys. So you guys could definitely go ahead and be a member of the channel. You understand? Go ahead and be a member of the channel. The link is in the comment section. What's wrong? I swear. Yeah. But nevertheless, right now the co-host wants sleep, so she'll foresee. Yeah, it's time for your bed. Yeah, don't look at me. Mommy can't in your bed just now. Don't look at me. Yeah. But nevertheless, like I said, guys, definitely grab the opportunity and, you know, subscribe to the channel. Because it's definitely pinned in the comment section. Go get it. So let me kick off the show quick and fast. Definitely also gotta let you know, guys, donation for Adrianna Young is still needed for the second phase of this segment here. So when I say segment, we're talking about the you know what I mean, the whole court procedure and investigation and all these things kick off, like Mr. Todd say. So as we go through the live, we're gonna definitely drop some of the links that you guys could definitely donate to. Okay, guys. So we're gonna kick off the thing quick and fast. And let's kick it off definitely with the female, or should we say the 12-year-old child that unalive herself. Because this is a very sticky situation right now. You know what I mean? So let me hear what this, as we go into this video where the female give us a kind of breakdown with what's going on or why the young girl took her life. You understand? This is kind of sticky. I'm not going to tell no lie. All right, hold on. Take time. I know you want to take time to share it with me, but you got to take your time. You don't speed this thing over here. So let me jump into this video, guys. Let's hear what the female have to say. This is so heart-rending, bro. This is devastating. Straight. Not going to lie. Take a listen to this.
I want to take some time to share this sad story with you this morning. This young lady here behind me, her name is Adrianna. Adrianna was a 12-year-old student of the Maracaibo Primary School who recently sat the NGSA exam and received her results yesterday. After receiving her results, she was disappointed in the school that she got, and despite the encouragement from her teachers and her mom and other relatives, she went home and she sadly unalived herself. Her body was discovered by her sister and her mom. Now, the sad thing about Dania is because her relatives really love her or loved her, and they tried their utmost to tell her that this is not the end of the world and this is just a step or stepping stone to your future. However, that did not comfort Dania enough, and so she sadly unalived herself. There is a lot of rumors circulating on social media stating that her family put too much pressure on her and all of these things. But that is not the case in this case. This was just a young lady who had expectation for herself that she did not meet and was sadly disappointed in her performance. And with that being said, I would like to encourage you, parents and students. All children are not the same. Everybody will not get to go the same school. Your ambitions are far beyond what high school you go to. And at the end of it, you will become the best version of you that you can. And so, do not take this time when your children's results are out to compare them to any other child, because that is their true ability and that is what they could have done. And so you should be happy for them. For the children, if you're disappointed and you felt you should have worked a little harder, do not feel that way, because your destiny is far beyond which high school you go to. It's far beyond which university you attend. God has made you in the image and likeness that He wants you, right? So don't ever feel as if your best was not good enough. That was your best and it is always good enough. Okay, bye TikTok.
Well, as you guys heard it clear there, you understand? That's a crazy situation there. And, you know, we got to talk about it. Malika B, hope I'm pronouncing the word right. Thank you for the $5 super chat donation. Thank you so much, man. You know what it is. You know how the vibe is already, right? Yeah, guys. Now, hearing that kind of story, put me in a position like, wow, because, you know what I mean? My kids watch a show called Joel TV. And Joel TV now got a song is go, you gotta breathe. You know, it's a child song, but just hearing this story make I recall to it, because when I listening it, it's at all, I know this all the song, this is the first, I can't remember everything they say. I know sometimes you deal with anxiety. And it was showing the kids them on the tablet. Two of the daughters, they took a Instagram picture, but them in see them get the amount of views that they wanted to. Can you rungs me up? And they started to cry. You know what I mean? The little brother tried play a kind of sport, but he didn't get even play it and he falling down. And he started to cry. You know what I mean? So the story of the song was just telling them to, breathe, don't fight life. This is how it goes in life. Sometimes you got to lose for win. In art in life, you can't want win and don't lose. And these are conversation we definitely have to deal with our kids because, for instance, my 11-year-old daughter, the same thing. Sometimes she would get into certain, or used to get into certain depression, and we would have to talk to her and say, yo, no, this is how things going. This is how, don't feel that because you won't get this mark is the end of the day. Just push yourself. Just put, if you feel like you lacking, push yourself, but that don't mean it's the end of the world. You understand? Hello, good night.
Hello.
Hi, good night.
Yes, good night.
Yes, turn on your TV, please.
Oh, is it no? Don't ask you how you do. How you advertise.
Oh, yeah, we gotta talk about that. Can't talk about over the Facebook, the live. Here we're going on. They have a number that you're seeing on the screen that you would see advertise with us. They're running on the screen. Advertise with us. That is the number for calls. So you could call me like after the show or like in the morning, and I can let you know what's going on.
You are? And your name is?
Fire Feelings. You could say Fire.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, cool. Yeah. Can't really deal with business over here. You know what I mean? But auntie, you're good. Everything good. So, you know what I mean? Phone lines are open. Like I said, you know, it's things that we need to sit down with our kids and have a discussion. Because more time, our kids definitely intend, you know what I mean, to take everything in on a serious level, a serious part. Whereby they should know that you gotta lose to win. You know what I mean? You ain't getting, all right, the score is 500. You get 3 something or 4 something, be contented. If you ain't get 500, you don't have to feel so bad within yourself to take your life. And I'm speaking to all the kids out there. I hope you ain't get 500, you don't turn on your phone. To. And I hope the parents and the kids them watch this. You know what I mean? Yeah, Robert, go ahead.
Good night, my brother.
Yes, my brother.
You have a thing in parents' pressure. That is number one. In spite, the blogger say, the parents say, whatever. You have parents who out the fire, who put them kids on a pressure. Understand me? If you don't come out with this, if you don't want what them are gonna do, you understand me? I say, so I'm gonna say this to you. Me not buy a store then. Thirdly, that is number one. Right? Number two, we want every children in the world to understand that. Look, at the end of the day, is it sometimes it's not what we wanted. Sometimes it's just what we get, and we have to just work towards what we wanted. Mm-hmm. And just like I said, fire, it's not the end of the road. Mm-hmm. Sometimes some disappointment, it's a blessings. And the parents them fire need to stop curse out them children. You understand me? I say, if you remember what the woman said last night about the 13-year-old, you know, she do what she do because of needs and want. Please, parents, don't pressure your kids, bro. Because maybe this little girl here fire, right? She under some pressure. Where she have to do good.
Sure.
And when she says she not do good, you know, names are called and all that. And
yeah,
it's very, very sad.
Yeah, man.
It's very sad.
Real
I'm not going to say this. I'm going to say this when we 2 minutes up. It's in mind on fire. And everybody going to turn doctor and lawyer in a man. You understand me? I say, parents need to understand that. And then, teachers alone can't do it. Mm-hmm. Parents, teachers alone can't do it. We don't have to play a part too. Mm-hmm. You understand me? I say, we can't leave everything up to parents, to teacher alone, because teacher have 20 people in one classroom. So you as a parent, you have to help your son and your daughter. And this is sad, my brother. I swear to God, this is sad.
Real
so,
dog, bro.
like me say, me no buy it when I'm talking about the parents. Maybe this is going to go under pressure fire. This is just my take. I know nobody no come out of me tonight. This is just my belief.
Straight.
Big up yourself, my brother.
Yeah, man. One love, Robert. All time. Yeah. Yeah, man. You understand? What? Yeah, man. You understand? It crazy like that, you know what I mean? You know? For she take she life because she think that how she do good. And she's just 12 years old. It's already going on right now. It's be a 12-year-old, 13-year-old, 11 years. It's already going on. Me understand. You understand? Me in understand, but you understand what I mean? Me know what's going on. And such a beautiful young little girl. You know what I mean? But we hear with the girl just said she saw it how people saying that to the family force her. No. This is why I say, remember they got two sides to every story, sometimes even three sides to a story. So we still don't know fully what could have been the situation. We could only speculate at this said moment. And it could be a situation whereby the family could allegedly was being forceful, punchy with your work and these kind of things and our grades and so forth. Because you don't really find that happening like that. But they do have persons out there that is be under the depression whereby if them being pressured by their family is either they feel to themselves that all right, good, ever going on. I ain't do good and I want to do good and I feeling like me ain't doing good. Like when I had me first YouTube channel and I used to see 20 views, sometimes 15, even sometimes 10 views, and me head out me by and I said, yo, I want to give up. But something said, don't give up. Don't do it. You understand? Don't give up. And I keep going. And look at the like today, why there. Hello, good night.
Hey, fine, good night. How are you?
Yeah, man, they're cool on us, sis.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Listen, it's so sad, and I think you gotta. I'm not telling you how to run your show, but I think you gotta like just ask a night or stuff will be just for persons just come on and just pray. Pray for young people.
Straight.
Just pray for young people. But you see, in this case, and I could be wrong, I stand corrected, right? But in this case, most cases like these, there were pressure on the child. Now, she in her life to speak what pressure she went under. But for she to do that, they had to come down on her. Family had to come down on her. They had to say, oh, you bring shame upon me, you this, you know. And like I said, that's just my own opinion.
Real talk. Yeah.
But they had to, pressure had to be on this child. They call her a loser, a fail, because common entrance time, all parents want to know their children do them well. And that is what peer pressure caused this. But the child is alive now to say what pressure she was under. So the parents are going to come and say, oh, but we thought she's okay, we said this, we said. Peer pressure, and they got to live with that for the rest of their life. Because no child going to just kill themselves because they didn't do good in common entrance.
This is why I say you don't really see that happening, sorry. It don't happen like that. You know what I mean?
Maybe the pressure that she was under will force her, and then the mouth that will force her. So she is like she let down, like a let down, like she failed her parents then. This don't just happen just like that.
Yeah.
And like I said again, I stand corrected.
Respect. Yeah, my sister. You know what I mean? And pressure could be in all different ways. Like Angie just does say, you know, it could be a way whereby they calling she name. It could be a way whereby they expect she for somebody in the family will get this big grades or working or get his perfect job and say, yo, we want you to be like this, and why you can't be like your auntie, or why you can't do like your uncle, you know? It could be because you just do not find these kind of situation happening. You know what I mean? You don't, you know what I mean? If they cry, but for kill themselves, nah, there's a whole different scenario. For she kills herself is a whole, there's a different story. Something in that, something ain't right. Stop. Something is not right. You see, you see what I do, you know. You see, whole day you got me talking and no co-host. Before you come and walk, you got me talking, walking me out. Yeah. But nevertheless, man, you know what it is, you know? Straight. You don't find them thing happening. Phone lines are open, guys. I want to know what's your thoughts. This is our first segment. We got two topics that we're going to be touching down on, and you know what it is, all right? So definitely this is the first topic whereby this happened, you know what I mean? And Somebody sent me something this morning. Yo, I just get so much message to me phone with things, and like I just don't even know if I keep abreast with these stuff. But somebody sent me a photo of the same female. I think her family was saying something. Can't remember what put a photo, but yo, it's a crazy situation to know that she do that. You know, we gotta talk to our kids little more. You know, we gotta sit down and let we kids know what's going on, because like I was saying today, they got so much thing our kids is being going through, and you know, we as parents don't even sit down with them, can put aside the parents pressuring her. Now let me say if this is not the case, but she does got this kind of, you know, this way whereby she wanna be like somebody, could be in the family or in life, a role model. You know what I mean? Whereby she try to be like them and all, try to get their mark or try to pursue in that kind of position with that person and see to yourself that, oh, you are trying hard. Like I tell you, I don't know. Me YouTube, me first YouTube channel, I tell you, so much time it come to me for give up because I put in the work. So I do my own editing, everything I do. Everything I learned for do by myself. That's why my wife is saying, yo, should rate and love me for that, because I push. Me sit down and wait on nobody. I do it myself. But I'm telling you, when I create my first YouTube channel and I see I barely getting a 2 subscriber, I barely getting a 10 view, 20 view, and them thing me thing, and I got other friends who flying past me. I said, bye, what, yo, me head start hurting. I say, yo, I fed up with this, by giving up. But me inner man just keep saying, yo, don't give up. Don't give up, fire. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. You know what I mean? It's something, it is catch up with you when you're trying to be the best. You're trying to put in the works, but you're trying all your best. And it's something with life and all. Because a lot of us is pushed, we is pushed so hard to get certain things in life. And when we get it, we feel frustrated. We feel fatigued. We feel like the whole, like just tell the world F off. It is happening, so not because a kid, we don't know which was going through. You know what I mean? Hello, good night.
Sorry, good night. Let me turn on my phone. Good night, Fire. Good night, co-host.
Yes, man, thank you.
To the little girl that passed away, may God rest her soul. But yes, we parents sometimes put a lot of pressure on our children. But each of them have their own destiny in life. And what this child may do, the other child may not do. Right? So you gotta give them their own arrow to go and let them strive to be the best person that they are, sorry to say.
Straight. Yeah, man.
And it's not right that we as parents sometimes just give them, you're not like auntie joint or your cousin this one and that one. No, they are who they are. And if you continue pushing them to be the best person that they will be who they are, but not to force them. You see, like to stuff things down the throat. You want to be like this one and that one. They are who they are. You accept your children for who they are.
Yeah, man. Real thing, sis. I love that. You know?
Yeah, you gotta accept them for who they are, not what they are, but for who they are. You understand? And we do this a lot as a Caribbean. I'm not talking about just Guyanese, but Caribbean people do it. Well, this one get good and she sexy, and that one get good and she. We don't know what's going on in their house. You don't know what this child is going through. You do not know. Watching her friends excelling, and she's trying and pushing, and then here come the parent coming with the same thing. You ain't like this one and you like that one. No. Let them be who they are. God created each and every one of us in his own image and likeness. So we can't force them to be like Auntie Joan Child and cousin so and so. They're not the same. We're all different. And that's my take of the night.
Thank you so much.
God bless you and your family. And for this little girl, I really feel bad because she didn't have to take her life.
Yeah, man. Real
for a breed. It's more than just what we know it is. It could be a lot of things, other things the parents down her because you're not like your brother, you're not like your sister, you're not like the this one, you're not like the that one. No, she is who she is, and we gotta learn to accept them for who they are.
Thank you so
And
much.
not force them to who you want them to be.
Thank you.
So that's my take of the night. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, man, straight. 2 minute a call, guys. 2 minute a call. You guys know what's the yo. 2 minute. It's sticky wrong here, so it's
Something
sticky.
is not right.
Yeah, man. Turn on your TV, please.
Hi, good evening. Every day could bring something sad about Keanu. You man. You sad news?
Yeah?
You sad news? Every time you could bring something sad
Nah,
about
man.
Keanu.
Nah. We gotta highlight it, man. We gotta highlight it, you know?
Man, you Mr. Sad News, I mean, you have to change the targeting Mr. Sad News program, okay? All right. Didn't this happen long ago, you know? If the parents think the son or child is good, especially dominated in the Indian society, they expect the child to get all the top schools and get top marks. If that girl is pre-pressure, and mostly come from the fathers, because the fathers think girls must exceed. Okay?
Yeah, man.
I don't think it's so much the mother. I think it's the father. He got big knife and tell me that is this and everything. That's in there. But I only sad at her that she took her life. And she didn't know talk to somebody before she do what she did.
Real thing.
Okay? She should have talked to somebody. It's really hurt. It is sad. That's what Liana coming to. How are you hearing about the young girls? Boy, God bless. One co-host, man. In night, she co-host, man. I could do this, man. Good night. God bless.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Hello, good night.
Hi, good night, Fire. Okay, first off, I would like to say my condolences goes out to this little girl and her entire family, and may she sleep in peace. A previous caller mentioned before that, some parents need to get, help their kids or whatever.
Stop.
But I just want you guys to keep in mind, right? Sometimes a lot of parents in Guyana did not get educated enough to help their kids with homework and stuff like that. So I always suggest in those situations when you want to see your kids be great, help them with a tutor, or, some maybe a cousin or family member, whoever is excel in school. Another thing too, because a lot of lack of education and no money in the family home, certain parents are not able to finish school themselves, right? To get the right education, then they end up having kids. But they want to see their kids, live great and have the education that they wasn't able to have. And sometimes they live through their kids. And because they're living through their kids, they put pressure on those kids emotionally, right? Another thing I want to mention is it could also be not always the family member of the kid, the parents is putting pressure. It could be some maybe childhood friends, peer pressure from school. It don't necessarily have to be the parents that's putting pressure on them. And this is a really tough situation right now. And I was no parents want to know that their kids unalive themselves. So they're in a tough position, right? With their mourning and their grieving, to live with the kids unalive themselves. So I just want everybody to bear all these things that I mentioned in mind, and let's pray for the family.
Real thing.
Thank
you
you
so much, man. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's a serious situation. I just want to tap upon the caller that just now called. It's not sad news, you know what I mean? These are things, and I know you're making a little joke. I know you're not, saying nothing offensive. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's not sad news, you know what I mean? These are stuff, and this is what this platform is about. This platform is highlighting things like these that happening in the country. Like I told you already, this is not a political channel, although sometimes we speak about political certain things that happening, yeah. But you know what I mean, things like this that is be swept under the rug. They got a lot of person that has go through depression and all kind of thing, mental, health and all these stuff. It's a crazy life. It's a crazy world we're living in, and we got to be, we got to be equipped with it. We have to sit down with our kids and speak to our kids. We got to know what they're in the brain, ask them questions. You know what I mean? And this is the same thing I was speaking to my big daughter the other day, me and she, and I say, yo, you know what I mean? Anything you want to know, anything, just ask me, ask your mother. Don't be afraid for ask about life. We're gonna enlighten you with whatever we got enlighten you, because that is it. Like Robert said, it's not only at school. It starts from home also. So as a parent, you have to speak to your kids, educate them with common sense, with street sense, let them know what's going on, and book sense also, because you can't got book sense and you don't have common sense. You understand? So you got to open up to your kids and say, yo, this is how it goes. Don't feel like it's the end of the world with certain things. This is what we got to teach with kids. The first thing is that don't be afraid for lose. In order to win, you got to lose. And enough time as have this conversation, as tell people, this is how life's set up. In order to love, you got to see hatred. You understand? Real thing. In order to enjoy, sadness. In order to win, you got to lose. These are the necessities of life that every child or every human being has to go through. Because you got to face life. Your heart can get broke sometime in life, in relationships. So no matter how much we tell we children to be a one-man woman or a one-woman man, don't when they go out there, they still got to go through. No matter how much we tell we children and protect themselves, whatever, still when they reach certain age, they got to go through certain, they still got to face it. But that don't mean you can't still equip them with certain knowledge on, pack the suitcase or the backpack well before you send them off. Like I tell you already, I applaud my mother and my father teaching that they gave me. That's why I'm alive today. They had time I went down the bad road. They had time I tried following people, and I said, no, me doing though. And the teachings, by the end of the day, like I said, there's so much we could teach our kids, and there's so much our kids are going to take in. But at this situation here, so, is a very serious situation. A lot of parents should be speaking to their kids about these kind of situation here. That's why we highlight it. Because they got a lot of kids out there going through the same thing. They mightn't do it as yet, but there might be a point where you can reach where that might happen. Don't let come to you door. If you could if you could stop it and prevent it from happening to your child, so be it. But that don't sit down and say, who not me child, who not this, not that. No, not because enough of y'all is jump to conclusion and saying all kind of thing. Just like with Adrianna. Y'all say, oh, enough people children die and this and this is not your decision for how the family must carry out whatever they got to carry out with Adrianna. Not your decision if the family want to keep Adrianna 10 years on earth before they bury she. It's not your decision if the family seeking for donation or help. It's not your decision, it's them. Once again, condolence to the family. Rest in peace, little angel. Like Angie said a while ago, you're on the wrong for tell we you part of the story. And, we could only say this upon what we go through, what we witness in life, or what occur to people around us or even ourselves. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, once again, condolence to the female. Rest in peace, little angel. You know what I mean? And I hope every parent could show this life here or a piece of this life to their kids, that they could know that it's not the end of the road. It's not end of life. If you do any exam, any test, and you won't get the full marks that you wanted, you just pick up, go to the drawing board, go again. It's simple. It's either something you miss or something you didn't put in the extra work in. This is what you got to do. The little mishap, where you miss up and didn't get the full points, full up the mishap, full up the gap. Simple. Because we do it as human beings. Enough time we go through certain things, and what we do, we just go back to the drawing board, fix ourselves up. So let's jump into some ads. And when we get back with you, definitely, we got some more vibes. Definitely, like I say, guys, you know what I mean? I ain't coming for take long. Just a 2 hour, going up to 12 o'clock. So let we drop this ads, and then we get back. We jump into Dr. Colin. Definitely break silence on Mark Benchcock show. We got to hear what we really say from we say. All right? So let me get this ads. Soon be back with you.
Thinking of buying or selling a home or renting an apartment? Then look no further than Citadel Circle Realty. Located at 1111 Utica Avenue in Brooklyn, New York, we cover Brooklyn, Queens, Long Island, the Bronx, Staten Island, and Manhattan. Let one of our knowledgeable and professional agents assist you with your real estate goals today. Buying or selling today? No problem. Need to rent an apartment? We got you covered. Call us today at 718-717-8251. That's 718-717-8251. Thinking.
Your words are powerful, but even the best need a little polish. Whether it's a business report, presentation, blog post, or academic paper, we've got you covered. At Smarty Pants Consulting, our expert editors and proofreaders ensure your writing is flawless, clear, concise, and compelling. Don't let typos or grammar slip-ups hold you back. Let Smarty Pants Consulting elevate your work to the next level. Fast, reliable, and professional every time. Call or text Smarty Pants Consulting at 212-658-8700 and get started today. Your words perfected. Call or text Smarty Pants Consulting at 212-658-8700. That's Smarty Pants Consulting at 212-658-8700. Your words are powerful.
Planning to take a trip to Guyana? Planning to do a tour in Guyana? Well, this is the ideal company for you to call. And we're talking about Matthews 24-hour bus service, city and nature tours, airport trip, church trip, family outing, local tour, river tour, Kaichor Fall tour, Entori, Amarinian Village, Suriname, and Brazil tour. Matthews 24-hour bus service, city and nature tour. You guys could contact them on 592-639-2663, 592-673-2348. Let me give you back that number, 592-639-2663 or 592-673-2348. You guys could also follow him on Facebook at Matthews 24-hour bus service, city and nature tour. Yes, guys, or you could contact Matthew direct with this number here, 639-2663. That's 639-2663. Matthews 24-hour bus service, city and nature tour. Planning a tour? Well, definitely you guys need to check this out. Matthews 24-hour bus service and nature tour. Get there. Do not wait for next year. Yo, Brooklyn, I hope you prepare for this one. It's a year-to-year event. Are we talking about Alliance Family and One Link Family Product presents to you the year-to-year ladies event called Pretty Like a Rose.
Pretty like a rose, yeah.
All white edition. It all goes on the 28th of June. Yes, Saturday the 28th of June. Our road leads to 276 Belmont Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. People, only Baba DJs on the card. I'm not going to tell no lie. We kick off from 10 p.m. until. Remember, for more information, you guys could contact 917-862-1442. That's 917-862-1442 or 929-234-0114. That's 929-234-0114. Saturday the 28th of June. It's all about Pretty Like a Rose, the all white edition. Yo, Alliance Family, your One Link. The party then an normal.
Too pretty for your link with the yes man. Send a location. Please give it up where we are.
Yeah, man, definitely back in the building with you guys. Hope you guys having a fantastic night. Somebody drop the bomb, no man. All right, we don't know what's up. Shout out to everybody that definitely rocking with us. We in the building. Like I say, guys, the link for our membership is in the chat. It is pinned in the chat, guys. You guys could definitely grab the opportunity and be a member for the channel, guys, for only $2 a month. The link is in the comment section. Who is she? You know what I mean? Yeah, so definitely, guys, shout out to everybody in the building, everybody that definitely checking in for the ones and threes. Please like up the live. Now, we're about to jump into the next segment before we close off the show, guys. And it's all about Dr. Collins definitely calling on Mark Benchcock's show, or should we say Mark Benchcock? Don't like say the name like don't know. It's weird like Mark Bench. I think sometimes I say it wrong. Whatever it is, my brother Mark definitely interview Mr. Dr. Gary Collins, and was crazy. Now, you know, last night, or should we said today, sorry, was it today? Yes, somebody called in. I got a call and the person said something about the interview. So I said, yo, I got it for tonight so we could hear what's going on with Dr. Collins and Mark. But before we jump into Dr. Collins and Mark, now the detective definitely, I see the detective definitely back on the scene again. And you know, when I say the detective, we're talking about the detective that was on Nigel London live. Yes. Now we see that she's back with some fresh update on Adrianna's young. Definitely. So let's jump into this. It's a 2-hour video. Let me hear what she has to say. Leave it.
No.
Let's see what she had to say. Definitely, guys. Let's get this. Yep. Let's get it.
TikTok asked if I wanted to turn off my comments due to cyberbullying. The answer? No. This is exactly why so many witnesses and victims stay silent, because they are harassed, threatened, and targeted. But I don't flinch. I don't argue in my comment section. I simply escort you to the 24-hour, open all day, every day block party. I was bullied as a child. Want to know how that turned out? Read my best-selling book, No More Flinching. I was born to rise and to advocate for those trapped in bullying, trafficking, domestic violence, stalking, and more. And when I speak, I don't speak as one voice. I speak as the echoes of many. The silenced, the overlooked, the ones too afraid to come forward. I carry their stories in my spine, and I will not back down. When I speak on the case of Adrianna Young, I speak on divine assignment. This is not for entertainment. It's for justice. To my fellow advocates, check your motives. Solomon didn't need a DNA test to know who the real mother was. He needed discernment. Compassion will always expose truth. To whomever the detective will be on this case one day, don't dispel leads because they start as whispers. Hearsay can be a trailhead to truth when handled with care. This isn't a platform war. It's a justice call. To those of you who are asking, where do we go from here? I'll tell you. Justice for Adrianna Young. Forward and upward. And now.
Yeah, man. I don't want to get copyright with that, because that song there is put me enough pressure. The song is put me pressure. But we hear what the females say, you know what I mean? And definitely, we're not going to stop talking about Adrianna. We're not going to stop. You understand? Like we said, justice for Adrianna right through. Justice for Adrianna all the way. Yeah, man, she's not playing. You understand? That's one thing I rate about her and like about her. You understand? She's determined with this whole situation here with Adrianna. See what's going to happen now. Let me jump in to the interview with Dr. Gary Collins. Let's hear what he said. Then we're going to open the phone lines. Let me dissect it as we end off the show. All right? All right. So you don't know what's up. 2 topic quick and fast. So we out. Let's get this.
At Delaware.gov. It's right there on the screen. Gary.Collins at all right, guys. So we are going to leave, I repeat, we are going to leave no stone unturned. We don't sleep on these situations. We are not going to sleep on the situation at all. We're just not going to do it. And this is his direct number at the job. At the job, Gary Collins, 302-407-4604. You basically call and you say you want justice for Adrianna Young. Justice for Adrianna Young. Mel B asked if I left my number. I'm sure it showed up there on the caller's ID. I don't know, I assume that, but you are correct. I'll call him back in the morning as well. And if he doesn't answer, if somebody from Guyana calls him and say, don't take the calls, it's okay. Yeah, I'll call him again. I'll call him on a different number. I'll call him on Lemon's number, or Wayne Caesar number, or Gavin Caesar, or Carl Miller. We will call him. We will get on to him because we want answers, right, Edward Moore? All of you, we want answers. We don't want answers for the wrong reasons. It's just an 11-year-old girl that was murdered. That's all. We want answers. We need answers. We ought to get answers. And if we can get answers from his office, we will call his cellular phone. We will call his cellular phone. And if anybody calls him from Guyana to tell him don't speak, an attempt to evade us here on 107.1 FM, guess what we will do? We will then start writing the medical board. We will start to write the medical board and ask if this is ethical. That you have an autopsy report, you left your job, went to another country to conduct business in the name of the Delaware Chief Medical Examiner. In that name, that's the name brand that was used. And so we've got to get answers. And when we're done with this, we are not leaving any stone, none whatsoever. None whatsoever. And so when we're done with this, guess what? We are going to call the offices of these other pathologists, these two other pathologists, Barbadian pathologist, Dr. Shub Bakar, Kara Paul, and Dr. Glenn, who works, where Dr. Glenn works again, Mount Sinai. We've got to get answers. We want answers. We shouldn't be begging for answers. It should be readily available. That is what you call transparency. And the question would be whether some sort of ethical violation on the part of Chief Medical Examiner, Dr. Collins, or Dr. Glenn A. Rudner of Mount Sinai. We want answers, guys. Forget about the corrupt government of Guyana. They're not going to give us answers. They're beating around the bush, as they usually do. Whop your mouth. And the other one that, whatever his name is. We cannot get answers from the corrupt government of Guyana. We cannot get answers from this heartless creature, Irfan Ali. We cannot get answers from this heartless, this cruel dictator. We cannot. Of course, the owner is not going to be, notice he's silent now, right? Because I wanted him to speak some more. All over he's running, pretending as though he's a victim. He was supposed to appear on some Lagu Bagu program. Suddenly, people just pick up a tin cup and call themselves talk show hosts and these other nonsense. I'm glad that professional panhandler who's now licking the boot bottom of the PPP, that professional panhandler. Now look at this guy. Made a video in the burnt out hotel singing some bhajans behind. I don't know what is it. These guys are something else. Wanting people to feel sorry for him. The majority of people in Guyana would feel sorry for Adrianna Young. Nobody knew her. I didn't know this girl from Jump Street, as we would say. But she became a family name throughout the country and outside of the country. People are calling for justice. And heads have to roll with some senior police officers in the Guyana police force, some corrupt police officers. Oh, man. Sorry about that, guys, but it's common entrance today. Many of you know what common entrance is, right? You should know what common entrance is. If you're from the old school, I think they call it something else now. Something else, I think they call it. But I grew up during my days, long time ago. It was common entrance. And so they had common entrance today, and congratulations. Congratulations to all of the students, every one of the students. Whether they made it to Queen's College, whether they made it to wherever they made it to, congratulations to all of them. Could our operator get this kunumunu off the... Thank you. Wherever, congratulations to all of them. But, you know, there was one thing that that came to mind. Have you guys ever noticed? Thanks, Miss Mackenzie. National Grade 6 assessment. Yeah. National Grade 6 assessment. Congratulations to every one of those students. We're all proud of you guys. Whatever grade you got, we're all proud of you. But have you guys noticed, though, that the ministers, check out their kids who wrote common entrance or National Grade 6 assessment. Check out those kids. All of their kids, miraculously, and the big ones in the government, and some big so-called business people, miraculously. Have you ever wondered why is it that all of them miraculously get a pass to go to QC or Bishop? None of them get to go to Queenstown Community High or Houston Community High. None of them get to go to those schools. None of them. All of them get to go to Queen's College. And then they put up big posts. They put up big, their kids passed to go to Queen's College. No, they're bright kids in Guyana, don't get me wrong. And I'm not knocking at anybody's kids, but I'm just pointing out something. That why is it all of the ministers' kids them pass to go, or officials of the government, they get to go, suddenly they pass QC. They get to go to QC. Is somebody tampering with those grades? Someone tampering with those grades? Because I could put my head on the block that some of those ministers are numbskulls, but it doesn't mean that their kids are numbskulls. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, right? But it's just a question that I'm asking. Why is it all the ministers' kids them who wrote common entrance pass to go to QC? Some corrupt businessmen and so forth, their kids pass to go to QC. Is money passing? Free? I don't know. I'm just asking a question. That's all. I'm just asking a question. Oh, me. Went to Winifred Gaskin Memorial Secondary School. And now that I look back at it, they cheated me. I should have been at QC. I should have been at QC. Good night to all the folks at Winifred Gaskin Memorial Secondary School. Good night to some of you who attended IFLAT, right? Anybody went to IFLAT Secondary School or IFLAT University? All right. Anyways, guess what? Congrats to all. And congrats to Adrianna. Adrianna, I think she got to, where is it? Lenora Secondary, and good school. Secondary schools are good. They're not as good as they used to be back in the old days, so to speak. They used to. It doesn't, for me, back in the old days, real old days, some of you young people would know that. Back in the old days, all the schools were, in my opinion, all of the schools were top schools under quarantine. Winifred Gaskin Memorial, Tagore Secondary, you had Comprehensive, you had Multi, you had BHS, which is Borby's High School. All the schools, Winifred Gaskin Memorial, all of those schools, Quarantine High, Lower Quarantine, all of those schools, all of the schools were top schools. You know why? Because they had good teachers. They had good headmistresses. They had good teachers. They had quality teachers. I'm not saying that they don't have some quality teachers and so forth. A lot of teachers do try their best, but because they're not being treated properly under a corrupt government, under a corrupt system. And so schools, high schools are not given the opportunity to be well equipped. I remember Winifred Gaskin Memorial. How many of you in this audience went to Winifred Gaskin Memorial Secondary? You know there was a good lab. You go in that lab, you can do your science and all sort of things. We all thought that we were going to be scientists. And some of our friends turned out to be scientists. You know, I'm the only protester from that school. The recently elected president of the Guyana Teachers Union and member of parliament, Coretta McDonald, attended Winifred Gaskin Memorial Secondary School. Some deputy commissioners of police right now, Simeon McPean, attended Winifred Gaskin Memorial Secondary School. Another deputy commissioner of police, they have 3 right now, including Watts and including Mahendra, I believe. All of those guys attended Winifred Gaskin Memorial Secondary School. I can go on. They have member of parliament for PNCR, Dinesh Jaiprasad, attended Winifred Gaskin Memorial Secondary School. Winifred Gaskin Memorial Secondary School produced some quality people. Now, I'm the only one who turned out to be a protester. Well, some of them police turn out to beating people and all sorts of things like Watts. But Winifred Gaskin Memorial Secondary School, somebody's asking where Hicken went. Hicken went to I-flat primary, got left back about 4 times in nursery school. We can tell, Hicken. We can tell. So, what else? I noticed Matthew Dennison is saying here that a street should be named in honor of Adrianna. I agree, but it cannot be done under a corrupt government. It cannot be done. I agree 100% that they should name a street after Adrianna, and especially where she's from. Just name that whole street. I'm sure the street probably doesn't have any proper name, but rename it Adrianna Young Street. Story done. Adrianna Young Street. But you can't get this from this corrupt government. That is why you've got to go out on September 1st and vote these vagabonds out of office. Vote them out of office. That's the way. In voting them out of office is the way of kicking them out of office. I wish I could just throw back and you kick them out of office. Let them go. Let them go. Set of vagabonds in the government. Now, as we get back to the issue of the sanctions, why is it that the corrupt government of Guyana, somebody said Hicken went to North Rumville Multilateral School. That is not true. That is not. Hicken, I think he was the cleaner. Hicken was a mechanic, you know. And he was the cleaner of North Rumvelt Multilateral School. I doubt that he can pass to go to North Rumvelt Multilateral. I doubt it. I doubt 83,000 square miles pass common entrance. I doubt it. Somebody probably wrote his common entrance for him. Just like someone wrote the thesis for this this guy, what's his name? Lagu Bagu Air Finale. Anyways, back to these guys, these sanctioned guys. What's happening with them? Is anybody asking questions in Guyana? Are they asking Air Finale what has happened to these guys? Have they asked the Commissioner of Police 83 square miles? I was going to say 83,000 acres of land. Y'all know who got 83,000 acres of land, right? Okay. So what about this guy? A senior police officer, Hemnat Sa, senior superintendent of police. Is he still on the job? And if he is still on the job, is he being paid? Do we have journalists in Guyana? Do we still have journalists? Or do we have journalists? Elite and Charles? Is this guy still on the job? He has been sanctioned by the United States of America, and he is being labeled as a drug trafficker. I am not labeling him that. The United States of America has sanctioned this guy, has labeled him a senior superintendent of police. The United States of America has labeled him a drug trafficker. A senior member of the Guyana Police Force is labeled officially as a drug trafficker, a drug dealer, a drug trafficker. Is this policeman still on the job? Can any one of those journalists in Guyana, what's his name, Travis Chase, ask the Commissioner of Police whether this guy, this drug trafficker, according to the U.S. law enforcement agency, who was recently sanctioned, is this drug trafficker still on the U.S. has labeled him a drug trafficker, mind you, right? According to the U.S. Is he still on the job? And if he is sent on administrative leave, the question is, why has he been sent on administrative leave? Is he still being paid by the taxpayers of Guyana? We know, according to the U.S., he was being paid. According to the U.S., again, he was being paid by the drug lords and drug dealers in Guyana. But is he still getting a salary from the taxpayers of Guyana? And if so, why? We need to get to the bottom of that, mind you. We need to. And why is the corrupt government of Guyana so silent on this matter? While we are on police officers, this senior police officer who attempted to swar Laura, I believe, Laura Batson, and the parents and other relatives and friends of the parents of Adrianna Young. This senior police officer, Mohan Lal, that's what it is, was showing them a photograph of a little girl that wasn't Adrianna Young, showing the family, said, look, she went away, just leave, go home, leave. Is this policeman, is this senior officer still getting paid by the taxpayers of Guyana? He should have been fired already. Fired. This other police officer that is labeled as a drug trafficker by the U.S., a drug trafficker by the U.S., is he still on the job? If he is, then the question is, why? Where is the comment? Can Big Smith, Mandal, yeah, sorry, but thank you guys. Mandal was showing the family of Adrianna Young that fake information. But this guy, this senior superintendent of police, should have been stripped of his badge and fired the very day that the U.S. issued this release describing him as a drug trafficker. Now, the other guys you probably could understand. They're hustling. Mark Cromwell, known as Demon, hustling. The other day he said something that he get nothing and he nothing and whatever. But you could understand. And Paul Dabby Jr., yeah, you could understand. Ronald Duncan, whoever he is. But I suspect that he has been on the radars of law enforcement agencies. All of them have been on the radars of U.S. law enforcement agencies for a while. And probably more agencies as well. I don't know if there's going to be extradition request anytime soon. Should be. I don't know, mind you. Or are they going to be given an opportunity for a nice breakfast in Barbados to talk? Or Trinidad and Tobago, or maybe Suriname? Who knows? That seems to be the going thing. With some of the money launderers, gold smugglers, drug traffickers, they go to Trinidad, they have a nice meeting with some senior guys. They go to, you know where else? Barbados and so forth. It's not the first. But the ones who went to Barbados, the Mohammeds, of course, they had to highlight that for PR purpose, right? But it's not the first that drug smugglers, those who have been accused of smuggling drugs or money laundering or gold smuggling, it's not the first time, but at least the Mohammeds them decided that they want to show that they can travel. I'm not sure if they're going to take a chance to travel back now, though. Who knows? But it's not the first. So who knows? Maybe these guys would be invited to go to Barbados as well. Who knows? Or Trinidad and Tobago to talk, to spill the beans. Demon, if you're watching, maybe spill the beans, talk. Paul Dabby Jr., if you're watching, spill the beans. Hemnat Saw, spill the beans. Randolph Duncan, spill the beans. Spill the beans. Well, speaking of spilling the beans, right? Oops. Spill the beans. All right, what else is on your mind? The elections around the corner, September 1st. And guess what? Where are the three commissioners of the opposition representatives, the three commissioners? Now is the time we need to be hearing from them either 3-4 times a week. And once every month, we need to be hearing from them. What is happening at GCA? Can the commissioners, the opposition commissioners, Vincent Alexander, Charles Corbin, and Desmond Trotman, can you guys speak out as often as possible? What is happening at the Guyana Elections Commission? Give us an update, regular updates. That is what we want. You cannot depend on Claudette. Sorry. If you know what happened just now when the operator put that photograph up. Sorry. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry. You know, I don't usually do these things while on the air. I'm not usually scared that easily, but things, oops. Sorry, guys. But things do happen. You cannot expect. She's not saying anything. There's no press conference. There's nothing. Absolutely nothing. And the question is, what's going on in the Guyana Elections Commission? And are you guys comfortable with what's going on at the Guyana Elections Commission? Do you believe that there is transparency? Oh, those are questions that I know you already know the answer, that you don't believe that there's transparency. You don't believe that there is any democracy existing right there at the Guyana Elections Commission. Because this lady, quiet. quiet. God, does she speak these days? I mean, it doesn't matter because of her age. I know she is almost 104, right, Afras? But does she say anything? Look, I know folks with dentures and they take their dentures off, like Francine Cruz and some others in the audience there. Frank Rice and Ann John and others. I'm not knocking people with dentures, so don't get me wrong. And some others there. Let's see who else got dentures, probably watching us. Who else got dentures? Rosa Fong dentures. Melissa Sue dentures. Owen Bacchus dentures. Who else? Not John C. Pauling get dentures. He might look full. Carl Miller dentures. Carlton Popo Anthony dentures.
Hey, Mark is there on good strumming by, and I know like Mark is trouble by himself. But I don't know what's up, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. Still rocking this after 12. We in the building. Yes, definitely. I gotta make a move. So listen, what's going on. We got 2 more videos for running. We ain't done jumping out as yet because I won't be live tomorrow. Won't be live Sunday. I'm gonna be out of town. Yes, I got an important piece of shellings, piece of event I gotta go and deal with out of state. So you don't know what's up. We're gonna give you a few more minutes before we come because you don't know. I might do a live when I meet where I'm going in the morning, or should I say tomorrow night, or let me say Saturday. Yeah, Saturday when I meet where I'm going. Saturday I might get y'all a little live where I'm at. Let me see how things go. But so far, don't really put your hopes up too high. Anyway, this video here is my boy Nigel London. I know, so right now, big up to he and his party, because you know when I say he and the party, you don't know what I'm talking about is you know, they have I forget his Will Mike Nigel London party name, but you know it's a good youth, so you don't know we back in here all the time. So I saw something with him on social media. Let me see what's going on and give him a piece of highlight on the channel because he's a real good man, you know what I mean? Yeah, as we beat some more time.
Greetings everyone, this is where we are. Here in Mackenzie Market where it all started. Alright, in 2020, stood right over there and Frank Anthony and us were saying that we have to take this vaccine or else. And we'd lose so many privileges in society. There was nothing about the people's movement in mind, nothing but politics in mind. All it was about our seeking political office. It was about standing up for the rights of the people who couldn't speak for themselves. Out of that was born this people standing together saying that we demand that elected officials and those who selected should be held accountable. And so we're here today just to reignite within us, spark within us again that fire that started on that day, when Guyanese were prepared to stand to say that we have a right to be treated with respect and dignity, honor, and high regard in our society. So we're here today to walk around just to meet people. It's not a case about we have to make ourselves known. I have some brothers with me here, like the highlighted, we're known in Linden. This is not a case about people don't know who we are and what we've done. But we just came nonetheless to let you know that we're on the ground ready to engage in that which we consider to be the most important election in our history. For the first time we have a decision to make about whether you want your children to be safe and alive, and if anything should happen to them, if you want to see politicians who would cover it up, or want to see people who stand to ensure that justice is served. It's that serious with us. That's what this is about today. We receive the safety of our children. As I speak with you, 4 teenage girls missing within 3 weeks. And it seems as if this is just normal in our society, no big deal. Woman to bury her dog, she can't be found, it's just no problem. And so we're saying today that we are out on the ground, walking the ground here to demand what is right and demand what is best for us. So we'll be walking around. My brother, how are you, sir? All is well?
Yeah.
So just follow us as we traverse.
Going on.
Meeting the brothers and stuff. Generally.
If I try here, you hang up on me. You know it's me.
And here we have a situation whereby you have market without even an ATM. Some simple things you're talking about. basic infrastructure, economic infrastructure. All right, there's certain things that people have been asking for the longest while. And it's time for it to be delivered. We take it to see where the riverfront is, to show the potential that Linden has. You travel in places like Holland and so on, Panama, where I was the other day. They make use of just about every waterway that they can to make it a tourist attraction. We have a beautiful river here. And we see if you have boardwalks and so on up front. Let's see what they have. Years have passed. Many have spoken about what has been done for Linden. That's what it's about. Right? So, you're here with the brothers. As I said, I like to the man of business, so these are the guys that right from these wonderful people. Good day.
Good day.
How are you?
Fighting it.
Fighting it. Well, we on the same train then. We fighting.
That's the
right? Keep it calm. How are you? Hello, brother. You know Mr. Williams too?
You know me.
Sure. You know this man?
It's my son. How I know you?
Man, listen. How are you? Good.
Well, Mom, I know the highlight time here again. Black. Yeah, King, how you doing? Yes. Rastafari.
How we got it?
Hey,
Just moving through, man.
Listen. This is like car I used to come and sit down with my brethren.
Yeah?
Good. You know? Yeah.
What man?
Best of all right.
The boxer? What? Yes, soldier. Good. Yeah, I got you.
No, safe.
No!
Because people are gold.
Yeah?
People are supposed to be wearing gold.
Correct.
Yeah, they can't wear gold. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
You gotta fight, man. I see you watching me.
That's a big one, man.
You got a chair, man.
No, this is the barber. But you know, we this guy.
I got that fade, man. Come here and copy the chair.
There's the barber, so I just take that barber come out with you, you know? Yeah.
There's a spot to get a fade. Give me the name like put the business out there, man.
Queen Classic.
Who? Kings and Queen Classic. I hear the cut. But when you gotta get it done right, Kings and Queen Classic. There's a spot.
Right.
I need a fade. Right. A high top fade. You can bring it back.
What I'm trying to do, I'm gonna try to get most of these guys on my platform to ask them some question before the election. I think I'm gonna try to get him first on the platform, and then I'm trying to get on I'm trying to see if I could get Mohammed. I want to get so I want to get all of these candidates, you know what I mean, these parties, and ask them some specific questions, and even let the callers them ask them some questions like what really they want to do, what's their different approach to the country than PPP. You know what I mean? This is what I want to know. Because with all of what PPP is saying they got doing and they want to do, we want to know from these guys, the new faces that we say, yo, we tired of these old faces, you want some new face. I want to know from these guys, what is their plan for the country? You know what I mean? I got some strategic questions I want to ask these guys. But I realize anybody know London, send me this piece of video, this piece of talk in here, so because I want to get a hold of all of them. You know? They got things I want to find out and know what's going on.
Brother, do well, man.
Yeah.
So remember, in the market, because like I said, this is about development and progress all the way.
Yes,
all right?
Yes, man. Yes,
Linden for Lindeners.
Yes, man.
We got to develop ourselves.
Yes, man. Yes, man.
All right?
Somebody gotta fight, man.
Somebody got to fight.
Somebody got to fight.
Right? You want a comfortable market, a cool market?
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
Yes,
That's
man.
it.
Yes,
All right? You got to fight. That's what it's about. Yeah, my brother. Yeah, man. One love. Gotta get it right.
Brother,
Brother.
don't beg. Respect all the time.
Brother. Respect. Love and harmony. This is about in this town here. I don't fight nobody. How we got it sorted? Yeah, man. Respect.
Just love.
One love. Right?
Nothing more.
Time living us enjoy it, man.
People movement.
You gotta enjoy where we live.
People movement.
You got to enjoy where we live. This is born here, we come here, man. You gotta enjoy it. How you got it? How are you? Are you present? Yeah? No!
That's the way that.
You know this person? Man, you gotta show him this phone, man. Come give me a hug. I gotta hug this lady. You got me on the phone. Just like that. Yeah, we come to work today. Let me know that the action has started, for real. I'm so grateful. Thank you. So, we're going to make representation for everybody. Alright, the market should be comfortable. That's the main thing. Yeah.
Just in case you want to be a part of the people movements, you could register now. Just your phone number and be there.
The action man. That's the action man right here. The highlighting make things play. Alright. So the business is here. Let's capture some stars in the market so people can know where to come to get what. Alright? Got all the fragrances. Oh my goodness, look at that. Yeah. Malbec, that's Brazilian.
Wonderful. Very nice.
Let's advance and promote. So why you want from around Georgia and stuff, this is in the Mackenzie market. We want to promote businesses as well. Okay? Sis, you'll see me again soon.
Okay.
Alright? Look forward to it.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Brother.
I can't remember. So this day, sir, just collect across the bottom, please. Yes. You have to self-register, bro. Be innocent, nobody. Be inspiring nobody. Meet everybody on board.
All is well? We told you I'm a living legend, man. How you got it?
There's no live. They watch. London. The big guy we see this is the smallest system.
Man, you kidding me, man?
Yeah, this is the smallest system. This is the smallest system. Rastafari. Right now, King, are you passing? You marshal, sir, brother. You passing here, you like this, sir?
Can't pass the marshal.
We report you on. You're not getting registered by this company.
The company?
Yeah. By this party.
Yeah, man.
Yes. Register Rastaman. Rastaman. Just give me a number, let me get you for forward.
I like to know, man. You have a number of stars that just closed, and I want us to make note of that. Right? There are stars that are not active, because if you look at the ambience, look at the setting of this place, you have to create an environment where want to come to shop. Right? That's important. If you block light out and stuff, it is unattractive, it doesn't make people want to come in the market. You must change this thing because you have to have foresight as to what you're doing. You don't build the structure and put people in it. If the lighting is right, if the decorations are right, then some people want to be here. But you have a dark area, blue here. It's difficult to get customers to come in an environment of this nature, so we have to fix these things. And that's what we're looking at. How do we develop business in Linden? Alright? Of course, there's some leakage at the top, there's a cloud at the top. And everybody pay the same rate for these stars in the market. Lighting is so important. Oh, young man. Good.
It's for sight. How are you, darling, dear?
You want to capture it, show camera. Inactivity. Look at this. You shut people in dark area. This is not. I mean, who does marketing? You have to understand marketing. Right? Marketing is important. If to rent a stall for me to want to do business, you have to have the right marketing strategies, which includes attracting customers to come to the places of business. Okay, so these things, that there has to be significant improvement in because why don't we have ATMs around the market and stuff like that? I mean, the country will have it for the longest while.
Get yourself together. Bring a change. You don't know.
Sir?
The most famous psychologist.
This guy to block it?
Yeah, this guy to block it.
That's the place to be on notice, alright? Good. Give me touch. How you got it? Yeah, man. This guy to the spot. Yeah. No, man! Who's this lady behind in it?
I don't want no back from me. I don't want no life.
Just after now, you never see a thing again.
Invasion.
Why you doing this to me?
Hey, I tell you to come and see the queen of the market, man. The one and only.
It's a good thing I get myself in
You
order.
see that? The one and only.
It's a good thing I put on my lipstick and
And then from McKenzie High School, this right here, the alumni, look at us. The high school lady, man, paved the way. Huh? We just walking through. We just passing through the left.
Yeah, man, we just walking through, we just passing through. Big up everybody that definitely checking for the ones and threes. Thank you guys for definitely rocking with us. You know, I think already, I'm not knocking London, but Adrianna got cross in high, score in high 400. Yeah, we already talk about that. We know about that. You understand? Anyway, love you guys, man. We out of here until next time. Peace and love.